Yeah, but I want to say before I get into this that my light now is from my dark. Like I can shine so bright because I had so many lessons that I had to learn in the dark. And I went to naturopaths first and chiropractors and osteopaths, and I was tried all different diets and all different herbs, and I just continued to decline, to the chronic fatigue, to the pain was getting so bad. This went on, and I at about 22, I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. Like I felt like I can't deal. And then a surgeon went in and found I had a second piece of uterus attached to nerves and ligaments on the uterosacral ligament. At the time, I started to just black out around the house. And Mum would hear these bangs and she'd find me and I'd stand up and I wouldn't remember I'd passed out. I'd actually run out of blood in my body to get to my brain because I was bleeding out internally with a duodenal ulcer, which I didn't feel because the pain in my pelvis was so strong. I had to keep infusing blood where they're cauterizing both sides up and down the digestive tract because it just had rotted and bled out, and I was in so much pain from my hip I didn't know. But man, going through with what I'd already been through, going through menopause instantly is not something I wish on even my worst enemy. But then after that, coming off all the medication is where people have probably seen photos of me where I ended up 37 kilograms, and being 37 kilograms and kind of thrown in a psychiatric public hospital on the floor because I was just so distressed. It was like being in a hell. That was losing my stomach. It was literally a walk in the park next to this. I had a functional neurological disorder which displayed like a stroke, couldn't walk, couldn't talk some days, had carers again. So this is where I'm at beyond rock bottom. What are you willing to do to have a life if you have to eat the food raw? That's got to be better than surgeries and pain and suffering. I was like, you can do this. And at this stage, because I couldn't really read or concentrate or do much, I was very connected to any time I could get near a window, the sun, the moon. So with the raw foods, and when I could get outside, I'd put my feet on the lawn. I was shaking a lot, coming off a lot of medications and alcohol and stuff. But as more I sat in nature, jumped in the local river when I could finally get down there, all my symptoms went in like 6 weeks. And it just evolved. Within 6 months, I'm working and purchased my first apartment. Like such a pivotal point when you've been through so much, when you ask yourself, what are you truly willing to do to not feel pain, to not be on disability payments, to not have people tell you what you should be eating, like, or doing. I choose meat. I choose apples and carrots and smoothies and juices and doing retreats in Thailand, right? Like I choose that.